You're probably thinking, who is this schmuck and what the hell is non-normia, this made-up word I've never heard of before? Well, I'm here to talk about what this channel is, who it's for, and what it isn't. Non-normia is a made-up word that I made up to encompass and encapsulate the diverse brains that exist out of neurotypical sphere. I just made that up on the spot. Anyway, this channel is for neurodivergent zillennial women, which I am a person in that falls in the center of these three overlapping categories. You could be neurotypical, not a zillennial, I'm not ageist, and not a woman. That's totally fine. It's not that you're not welcome here. I'm just telling you who this is ideally for because I feel like I, as a neurodivergent millennial woman, don't see a lot of productivity, self help type content that is specific to people in this demographic. And that's why I'm trying to be the change I wish to see in the world and trying to make it. Um, and it doesn't mean that if you don't fall into all three of these categories, this content is not for you and I don't want you to be here. It's more just a disclaimer that this is going to be skewed and biased towards for people that fall into this demographic. Just like how I listen to the podcast called The Art of Manliness, I don't identify as a man. I don't care about being manly, but the interviewer is really good. I've been listening to it for years, and the interviewees are usually really interesting people in academia and stuff. So that's my disclaimer caveat. The mission of this channel is basically to provide any sort of helpful, hopefully, perspective, my personal experiences, and content, things that I've researched for these neurodivergent millennial women, and accepting that your brain is different and the world was not designed for different brains. In fact, a lot of the world wasn't really intentionally designed at all, right? We know that. And the part that was intentionally designed was not certainly not designed to be a bespoke experience to help us to grow and thrive in ways that we truly want to. But as you know, I live in the US, late stage capitalist society, and I'm not going to go into that. There's many other channels and more qualified people to talk about that. But anyway, the world wasn't designed for us, right? We weren't really meant to live in the world of boxes that we live in. And I mean literal, both literal and figurative in this sense of living in your home box and like driving in your moving box and to your exercise box. Like it's absurd. And basically, I'm trying to crack the thinking mindset you might have, help you break out of the matrix, to embrace the fact that you think differently and embrace thinking and living differently in order to thrive. Because that is the only way that we as neurodivergent people, especially neurodivergent women, are going to be able to thrive. So no more trying to fit a square peg in a round hole type shit. Also, here's an unflattering photo of me sweating. I failed to do couch to 5K in this photo. I've along the way I learned that I'm gonna stop trying to brute force trying to be a runner, and I don't run at all anymore. But this is when I was trying to be a runner because I would I might be autistic. I have neurodivergence anyway. So I thought that, oh, I need to follow the prescriptive program for being in shape by running because I was indoctrinated that that meant fitness, right? And so, honestly, a part of this is to create the mission of this channel is to create the content that I wish I had when I was a kid, especially when I was a teenager and I was undiagnosed with ADHD, which I got diagnosed way late into my adulthood, years later. I mean, I was born with it, but anyway, and I was absolutely engulfed in toxic self-hatred, and that was for a long time. That was through adulthood too, till very recently. I was extremely depressed because I was undiagnosed and I didn't accept myself and I was anxious, I was suffering and I was trying my best but in the wrong way because I was trying to play things by the book and conform in all ways and brute force my way. Again, square peg round hole. I know that there's probably other young girls like me out there that are in this position now, I hope the algorithms can help me find them so that I could share what I so badly wanted to have then. I remember distinctly when I was in this state. I'm even younger than this photo, like probably 14, 15. I remember thinking, like, I wish I could talk to future me, and I wish they could tell me what I need to hear now. Or I wish I could talk to someone who's been through it. I was extremely, like, clinically major depression, who's been through it and got out alive on the other side. Maybe not unscathed, but got out, and what their advice for me was. Because nobody around me understood what I was going through. And I needed to talk to someone who did know and could give it to me real and not say, oh, it's going to get better. Like, that didn't help me at all. And what I would say now, if I could succinctly, was speak to that, the whole it's going to get better bullshit, is it's going to get better, but it's going to get worse. And then it's going to get better and it's going to get worse. The lowest low that you've had isn't the objectively hardest probably that you're going through right now, but the difference is you change, you grow. The fact that you struggle, that's never going to change, but you're going to change because humans grow and change. Our cells are regenerating and dying every day, and they say every 7 years. By every 7 years, you probably have a completely new set of cells, basically. I don't know. You can look that up. Um, And so I would tell her that y- things are going to get better, but they're going to get worse. It's going to be up and down, but you're going to be different. You're going to be stronger each time you get up. Every time it's harder. You're going to be even more resilient. So that's part of what I wish I could have said to her than if I had a wormhole time travel kind of thing. Anyway, so that's what this channel is. I want to talk about what this channel isn't. I'm not a licensed healthcare professional. I'm not a licensed coach, life coach, ADHD coach. I'm none of those things. I am just a human being trying to share her experiences and perspective in hopes that it helps someone else like me because this was something that I so badly wish that I had. And I remember distinctly wishing I had it because I kept wishing for it and writing out that I wish I had it. So it kind of became a core memory of mine. Um, yeah. So welcome to the channel. I hope that the algorithms help me find you, and I hope what I talk about is helpful to you in some way, shape, or form. Even if it isn't something that you take directly, maybe it's something that helps you, like, oh, that doesn't apply to me, but this principle helps me understand myself better. So I hope that I can share my experiences that help other people in that journey.